Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Can anyone hear me? Hello, hello. Is this thing on? Okay, let's see if we can get this to happen again. Hello, Sharon. Can you hear me, Sharon? Let's hope we can hear me now. I don't know what happened. We're going to wait for everyone else to get here, but is this thing on, right? Tap, tap, tap on the microphone. I don't know what is happening, but I'm tired from it. Anybody else tired from the technology that's not cooperating with us? I'm gonna start my own, I don't know, my own technology space force, as they do, right? Like a little task force. I don't even know anymore. All I know is that we are here, we're live, we're cool. We are here on September 23rd. We are here for the live color along. And, you know, I spent like 10 minutes before this went live. Hey, Mamie. Hey, Alice. I spent about 10 minutes before before trouble was brewing. And I was sharing it on all kinds of groups. Hey, good morning, Mary. Is it morning? I don't know. Mary Ann is here this morning. Good morning, good morning. I want to get this shared out to a bunch of groups. So if you could share it out to a group, your Facebook page, I don't know, all that other good stuff. Good morning to Chris. So just bear with me for a little bit. Don't you hate when they do this? Don't you hate when you watch a video and everyone's all like, I got to get my camera straight. I'm such a critic. I've got to get this straight. I've got to get the microphone. It drives me nuts. All right, let's see. I was going to tell you like a whole big description about what's going on with this video. I want to put it in the comments, actually. Scarlett and Paisley say hey. They're hoping that you're having a great day today on September 24th. Our first, right, Scarlett says this is our first, thank you, Sharon, our first live color along for fall 2021, right? So we're going to do a few things this morning. We are coloring this page. I got to get Scarlett and Paisley, you know, the last one. We're coloring this page, Night Skies. This is from my coloring book called Little Boxes. We're going to take a look at something new that I'm working on. That'll be fun. Let me get the dogs a biscuit and I'll be right back. Come on, Paisley and Scarlett. I thought I'd bring over my Little Boxes coloring book. I tried to share a video early this morning, but it only let me copy a link. I know, what the heck? Right, Alice? That's what I say. I say, what the heck? All right, so to answer the burning question that a lot of people keep asking me is, hey, Anne, my page is different from yours. It has a gnome up on the left-hand corner where you have all those houses. What? Are you serious? You are right. I've turned to the wrong page. That's actually... Hey, Sharon, what can I say? Sorry about that. And look, even the date's on it, and I didn't even catch it. Woo! Just two colors. Yep, that is it. Just two colors. All right. See? A lot of happening. Split my brain in two. Sometimes my brain feels like a cracked egg. All right, here is another biscuit. This is the last one. Yeah, I know I should have some biscuits on my desk. I do sometimes, but they eat them all. So they like the, you know, the fun of, you know, they like the fun of me having to get up and down. All right, this is from Little Boxes coloring book. Little Boxes simple coloring book. Now, I have a few things I want to share with you this morning. First of all, we have this page today, just two colors. I'm going to be using Black Widow colored pencils and some Faber-Castell pit markers. I flipped over to a different desk. As you can see, the top of my desk is so incredibly worn out from the mouse. I'm actually in the process of working on repairing a statue that I painted for somebody, and it broke. And I'm in the process of repairing it. So it's taking up my space on the other desk where I usually am, and I can't move it because the glue is wet. So, yeah, they like the fun of seeing if it's actually the last one. It's like a test. Hey, Jean. How are you, my friend? So, little boxes, simple coloring book. These are my cardstock pages. Is all of these little boxes of little miniature drawings, right? I love Minnie. I don't know about you. Do you like Minnie? If my food was Minnie, I don't know if I could do that, but I like Minnie. Minnie is adorable to me. I was watching something last night. Imagine if you just served just all mini food, like a mini egg, or just all mini. See what would happen if you serve that in your house. So we're going to just be using 2 colors. I don't know what colors I'm using. I'm going to have to, I don't know, use my, put on my thinking cap. Scarlett and Paisley, you need to go lay down. So go lay down, girls. That really was the last one. Honestly, it was. We've got to pick 2 colors. What do you think? Help me out with picking 2 colors. I'm going to do some Cobra pencils from Black Widow, and I've got some markers. So do we want to do a blue and a purple? Comment below. Want to do a blue and a purple? Do we want to do a red and a pink? Do we want to do a brown and a blue? That's always kind of a cool color combination, isn't it? Do we want to do, I don't know if I'm ready for orange today, or a yellow and something else. So somebody give me a color to use, so we can kind of get some participation in this. I have some things that I want to talk to you about today also while we're thinking of the colors. I'm working on my 2nd volume of Dogs and Puppies coloring book. I don't know if anyone has been seeing the post that I've been doing, but I'll give you a kind of a little sneak peek of it. This book has over 70 dogs submitted. It's incredible, incredible, incredible. So, I am going to, this is going to be coming out hopefully next week. So here's some dogs, and everybody's dogs are, will have their names on the pages, and this is just kind of like a sketch of somebody's dog. Again, my pencil sketches. They look like scribbles when I first start, but, the lighting is so much better around on this side of the room, isn't it? You know, these 2 dogs do not have a name, so I'll have to they will remain nameless. I want to show you some ones that are in ink. Oh, Rosie Eckhart's dogs, Mabel and Ronnie, or I guess that's what the name, Ronnie, a little corgi. Sherry Likely's dog, Sandy and Rufus, and Patsy Parker's dog, Gidget. This was one of my favorite ones to draw. Courtney Jean's dog, Mello, and Melissa Lee Caldwell's dog, Lady. Jen Segman's dog, Hemi, and Nick Gomez's dog, Grace, the only Great Dane that's in any of the books. KQ has Pepper, Patsy Parker has Moo Moo, and Vera Calderon has Luna. Deborah Daly with Roxy, Emma, I don't know how to pronounce this last name, but her dog's name is Lacey, and Linda O'Loughlin is little dog Charlie. His eyes need to be fixed, so just please ignore his eyes. Anne Marie Ware, her 2 dogs, I love these 2 dogs. They're long-haired Dachshunds. Mr. Wigglesworth, I wonder if she calls him Mr. Wigglesworth when she's, like, hanging out with them. And Darby. Cassie Lucille's dog, Maya, and Annette Wheeler's dog, Paisley. Can you believe it? What a cool name. So she has a dog named Paisley. Jennifer Aquendo's dog, Xochi, and Macy, Nick and Rudy are Heather Brandenburg's dogs. Patsy Parker has another dog in here, Daisy, and she has Poe, and then Christina Speldy has Pebbles. This is a fun book to draw. Deborah Daly has had 2 more dogs, Maggie and Harley, and Lisa Kowalski Paolillo has Boomer. Mary Whitworth's dog, Phoebe. Mary Etzkorn's dog, Miha and Dobie. Yvonne Butler's dog, Jackson, and Tina Kendall's dogs, Coco and Caramel, and Deborah Daly's dog, Bonnie. So you could have submitted multiple dogs. Angela Lovato's dog, Jax, and then Chrissy. I don't know what happened here. I don't know if this is the dog's name. I have to check. I know Phoebe, that is a questionable page. Dawn Patton's dog, Winston. This dog was wearing sunglasses, actually goggles. It was hysterical. Jennifer Carpenter. I don't know. Jennifer Carpenter, if you're watching, please tell me the name of your dog. I've been trying to get in touch with you to figure that out. Judith Ritchie's dog, Berta. I love that name. I don't know if I'd want that name for myself, but Manuel and Manessa's dogs, Yoda, Kiko, and Brian. Who names their dog Brian? I love it. I love that name. Mike Larson's dog, Screwy Louie. This is an Irish setter. He's part of a setter group that I belong to. I love that this book has attracted people that are not part of the coloring community, and new people are joining our coloring group, so I love that part. Kathy Mankin's dogs, Rascal and Lily. These dogs are a riot. A complete and riot. When you see the pictures of these two dogs, you're going to be like, how do they see? Get them a comb. Abby Gingrich's dog, Cody, and Robin Muniz's dog, Zoe. Lou Salazar's dog, Hutch, and Maria Weedle's dog, Bronson. Maria is the one who does the Weirdy videos, so that's pretty cool, that wrinkled little dog. Oh, there's my other dogs that I had drawn. Well, my reference photos that I kind of say, what would that little pug look like, you know? All right, so that's the dogs. That's what's happening with the dogs. So my big announcement is cats. Cats, that's my big announcement. Cats are on the way, so once that is finished, which should probably be next week, I'm actually have a post right now on the Just Color Coloring group that is telling me, telling everyone that they should, brown and blue seems to be a popular one, so let's go with brown and blue. Okay, so there's a post, I'm going to start with this blue color. There's a post on the Just Color Coloring group to submit your cat. So you can submit a photo of your cat. You can submit more than one cat. I don't know how many we're going to end up with. So you can either go to my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, or the Just Color Coloring group, and that's where you can post your photo. You just need to leave a comment with the cat's name, and to say, yes, I can use it in a photo collage on the back cover or the front cover of the book. And then it will be in the same style as Dogs and Puppies Volume 1, Dogs and Puppies Volume 2. And then after that, I'll be doing a book, thinking of doing a book of people's houses. So you can submit a picture of your house. I don't know if it's too personal. What do you think? Submit a picture of your house, and it can be drawn in the style of my Tiny Houses book. So that's kind of cool. Did Mamie Hickstead make it back to this little section that we're in here? Mamie, are you here? Let me see if we can find her. Because I know that she was here earlier. I don't know if I can tag you. Mamie, I'm not sure if you made it back, but I hope you did. So what else is going on? What else is happening on your end, in your neck of the woods? Trying to think of what else I wanted to tell you. Oh, I'm working on this new little project. I've got a couple of things in the works, actually. One of them is kind of like a Christmas style basket, but one of them, actually, I'm going to show it to you right now because I'm so excited about it. I printed it this morning. I'm going to cut it out, actually, because it needs to be cut. Oh, maybe it's here. Okay, cool. My Holiday Gnomes book, along with a few other books, are going to be available in mini versions. And I'm going to show you and the size. They're going to be 12 packs. I'm sorry, not 12 packs. Yeah, 12 packs. 12 different images. Here it is. This is, I'll show you this one right here. It's about 3.5 inches by 5 inches. I do know that Cleo she's a Sphinx, not a hairless. Is that the same thing? I'm not a cat person, so this is going to be a challenge. But I'm going to do whatever I can. I'm going to ask a lot of questions. So these gnome pages, they'll be 12 in a pack. They'll be printed on cardstock. And they're small, 3.5 by 5 or something like that. And I think it's 3.3 is the size. And these are going to be available on my website, and they will be available. You'll be able to order them. They'll be printed on cardstock. I'm printing them myself. I'm packaging them up myself. They'll be all neatly packaged. These are kind of cool that you can just kind of, you don't want to color the whole page. You want to go small. Maybe you want to add it to a Christmas gift. So I'm going to be doing those. So those are going to be kind of cool. My Snow Globes book will be part of that, those little packs. And then I'm going to have some other types of like bundles on my website. So that's what's going on with that. That's my big news. I don't see a brown color. Oh, here it is. This is a brown color pencil. Is it? This needs to be sharpened, and I don't want to get up and bother the dog, so I'll do it with a razor blade. I know. Let's hope I don't cut myself. Is it brown though? Chestnut. Yeah, that's good. So that's what's happening. So what do you think about those little tiny books? I'm going to be doing kind of some, like, some baskets of stuff. Not a box set, but it's more like a basket. I won't be announcing it until I have all of the parts, all of the things that go with it. And what else am I working on? I don't know. Oh, my felted paintings. I've been going crazy with these felted paintings, and you can take a look at them. You know, people kept asking me, are they wool? They're not really wool. It's more of a synthetic fiber that I'm using. So that's what's going on with that. So this is a chestnut color. This is Black Widow Cobra pencils. Has anybody seen any information, by the way? Oh, why is it stopping? Has anyone seen any information, by the way, on Black Widow pencils and what's going on with a new set? Anybody have a scoop about that? Chris, have you seen anything? I know you kind of chat with... Thank you, Mamie. Aren't they adorable? Good for stocking stuffers. Exactly. Good for taking along in your purse. Exactly. I'm not sure if I should make them bound together or if they should just be loose. Is anyone familiar with artist trading cards? Artist trading cards are a totally different size than that, but sometimes they have they're not really coloring. They're just like artwork in a small size, like baseball cards. That's what I want to say. Like a baseball card, and people collect them. And they collect artist trading cards like that, or you can create your own artist trading cards. You can buy blanks of them. Oh, Marianne says, I heard October they are coming out. Oh, I need to get in touch with him, don't you think? This seems to be my only brown. What's this one? Mustard. That is not classified as brown. Any blue in this set? Don't make me have to get up. I don't want to have to get up. I'm being very lazy today. That's a purple color. Wow, the Cobras do not have blue. Why have I never realized that? Isn't that weird? That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. This is why, here's brown. Greeting card drawings that we can color. I have greeting cards on my, that's what Mary's saying. I have greeting cards on my website, and that you can color. Have you ever seen those, Mary? But I want to do different ones. I was thinking of doing some, I am going to do some different greeting cards. But I'm going to do those so you can print. Don't you think? Jean says this. Hey, hola. How are you, Diana? Haven't heard anything about Black Widows according to Chris. But Jean says that there's a set of 36 coming out. Wow. My goodness. Well, he's going to have to do a giveaway, don't you think? That's what I say. Has anyone seen those crazy... I've been doing these relaxation videos on YouTube. Have you seen any of these? I've added them to my YouTube channel, and I've been doing... you can take a look on my YouTube channel. And they're basically... you know, just like the background noise. I've got a beach one, and so far I have a, what do you call it? A rainstorm. But I'm going to be doing one with thunder. I listen to them a lot, actually. I listen to the ones with the fire, the crackling fire a lot. I put it on my TV as a fireplace. It really kind of changes the feel of the room in the wintertime, you know, when there's snow on the ground. Here's a little bit of brown for this candle. What do you think about when you create texture with just kind of a scribble of marker? Like maybe not fill in the whole thing, just kind of like that little thing right there. I'm going to leave that white there. So it kind of looks like it has a little bit of a texture to it, but not so much. And then for the bottom, is this brown right here? It is. Okay, so for the bottom part, I'm going to use this color brown. So we're still working on, excuse me, only 2 colors, but, oh, I hope I don't have the hiccups. I had the hiccups last night. In my sleep, I had the hiccups. They woke me up. Does anyone ever got the hiccups in their sleep? It was like, what is going on? All right, here is just this denim color, and I'm gonna go with some dots for the background. So I'm just using a variety of different blues. That chestnut color really looks red, doesn't it? But we'll leave it. We won't like ban it from the page or anything. All right, so there we go. So do you think that those little pages should be bound together? I mean, the little books, like, should they be I want to kind of like bind them myself. I don't want to do like professional bind them. I almost want to stitch them, like stitch them together, like put some holes on them and stitch them. But I also want them to work out so that you can kind of like, maybe they could do speak bound to or package. I'm thinking maybe they should be packaged together, so that they are like in a like a plastic packaging type thing. But and then as far, oh, hang on one second, you guys. I need to take this phone call. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that. I don't know what I did with my marker. Oh, here it is. Sorry about that. The phone always rings when you're doing something, right? Isn't it crazy? All right, so here is this denim color. This is kind of cool. It doesn't have a name on it though, but it's kind of a denim color. And these are nice markers, aren't they, Marianne? I love them. And then I have this brownish color. Do you think, I don't think that they last. I was gonna say, I don't think they last. Markers last, did you know that? I don't think that they last as long as the grip markers though. What do you think, Marianne? I think that they last less than the grip markers. The grip markers really look like, they're just, these are the grip markers. This is the difference. This is a goldish color, but to me it's brown, so I'm just gonna kind of use it. So it actually, these have lasted forever. I mean, I'm on my second pack of these because it's been almost 6 years since I've started using them, but I gotta say, it definitely, they definitely last a long time. Hey, Dawn. Dawn, are you painting with us on Saturday? I was gonna send you a message, but it's popping into my head now, so I'm asking you. I feel like I keep forgetting too many things lately. Too many things to do lately is what I say. Mary says, I am in a pumpkin orange and sherbet mood today. Ooh, you have the New England, you've got New England fever is what you've got, right, Mary? Pumpkin orange and sherbet mood. I'm not a pumpkin latte type, like, you know, a little bit of a breeze. It's kind of warm here today, actually. I don't really think it's very cool. It's kind of like, got a little bit of a, I don't know what it is about it. A little bit of a heat to it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. That's all I have to say. It's very, 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 very crazy. Every day is a different type of weather. How's it doing? How are you guys doing in Texas, Diana? I thought there was another hurricane. Was there another hurricane? Okay, cool. All right, so we're painting on Saturday with the painting group, the painting membership people. Sharon, you're painting on Saturday, right? All right, so there is my dots on the background. Just kind of that goldish color, but it's really kind of brown. The grip ones last a long time. I don't know why they last a long time. I don't know what is up with that, but they do last a long time. So this is another version of blue, a turquoise color. So I'm going to do the bottom table with this color. This was a good combination of color. Who suggested this one? Alice, I think, and Sharon. On the same wave, same wavelength. All right, let's give this the ground here a little bit. And then I'm gonna go with the door. I really like that denim color the best. I feel like that's my favorite so far. I do too, Sharon. I always look forward to painting. It is always fun, isn't it? We always crack up laughing. How about the day we were talking about the turkey? That was funny. That did crack me up that day. All right, let's see. Now I'm going to give this brown roof. The boring little shack, isn't it? And then I think I'm just going to go with a full... Oh, this is a different color. Is this a different color than I used at the bottom? I'm kind of unsure about whether or not it is. I think it's a little bit different. Nothing's affected me, so who knows so far. So who knows? It's a beautiful, cool morning in Diane. Okay, good. We were talking about. I'll fill everybody in. We were talking about. I pulled into a parking space, and there was a turkey that was wandering. I'm gonna give this one stripes in the background with this one, with this brown. Does it look brown to you? It looks brown to me. I guess it's what it's against would make the difference. I pulled into this parking lot and this turkey came over to my car and it started circling and circling and circling. And he was just like kind of hanging out in front of near my car. So now he walked in front of it. It was a wild turkey, by the way. It wasn't like a white turkey like you eat for Thanksgiving. And he just kind of like wandered around. So finally I was like, okay, well, where is he? Oh, there he is in front of my car. I better wait for him to move. He moved. I was like, okay, I think I can pull away now. He's gone. Well, wouldn't you know, I go to look out my past driver's side window, and poof, there he is standing outside my window looking at me like, he was as high as my window. Like, his head was like eye level with me. And I was like, I just jumped and screamed. And I'm thinking to myself, is this turkey gonna be like, tap, tap, tap on the glass? Like, can you give me a ride? I would not be giving him a ride, by the way. And he was the only turkey hanging out there. He was not with any of his friends. He wasn't with other turkeys. If Paisley and Scarlett were there, they would have been like, what the heck is that? This is insane. Oh, Lynn is here. Hey, Lynn, how's it going? Lynn says painting is fun. Yeah, painting is always fun. And what are we painting on Saturday? Oh, we're painting this beautiful painting on Saturday with that blue and orangey colored background. So, Chris, it was a riot. It was like... I have this vision in my head of the turkey chasing me. Like, running around the car, circling, 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 and totally chasing me. That's the vision that I have in my head. It was nuts. I used to buy eggs at this chicken farm that is in my area. And one day I went there, and you would go there, and they had like a little storefront, and you would go there to buy eggs, and you could buy chicken and other stuff too. But anyway, I would go there to buy eggs, and I walked in, and I thought everything was fine. And then one day I walked in, and I go to look in the distance, and there was this gigantic chicken. He was bigger than... I mean, imagine the most gigantic turkey there could possibly be. And he was a chicken. And he was sitting on top of this, like fence post. And as I got to my car, I believe to this day that he lifted his wing and waved at me. Oh, I hope you feel better, Lynn. Knowing that turkey would get a ride to a rescue. Oh, no, these turkeys are kind of mean. There's a whole flock of them. They're always around my neighborhood. Sometimes they're like at this intersection in this one, in the next town over from me. Like a major intersection. Like, why? What is wrong with you, Turkey? Why are you in that intersection? We've had some weird things happen. Okay, now I'm thinking you have a thing with foul, Sharon's saying. I know. Maybe I do. I don't know. Yeah, I swear the bird waved at me. The mental image is hilarious. I was wondering if Scarlett and Paisley did get the last one, Mamie says. Yeah, they've decided to go to sleep now. You know what happens? They see me setting up. They know my every move. Here's the new thing that's happening. Paisley is having trouble like going up and down a flight of stairs. So she doesn't really have to, because we're just done. She doesn't really need to go up and down a flight of stairs in her normal day. She can go out the like a couple of steps, but she's never been one to like follow me to the basement either. But she's been having trouble going up and down the stairs. So she has trouble jumping up on the bed. So I've had dog steps next to my bed. Does anyone else have dog steps next to their bed? It's important, you know, to have dog steps next to your bed. Anyway, I'm gonna add something else to this, don't you think? Let's add this type of thing. See what happens if we do this. Just these little scribbles, and then we're gonna fill it in with something else. This is kind of reminding me of the painting we're gonna be doing on Saturday. Me, Diana? Am I indulging in edibles? No, I've never had them, actually. Maybe I'm just standing outside too often. You know? All right, let's put some blue in the background of this now. So that just kind of looks like it'll go all around these. Kind of a funky little thing. Yeah, it's probably arthritis, and she's taking glucosamine. But here's the funny part about it. I mean, she needs even help kind of like going up the little dog steps. So she kind of like puts 2 feet on it, 2 little paws on it, and then she looks over at me and she looks at me like, do you think I can have some help? And I just go over to her and I help her. Well, last night, apparently after a few nights, this has been kind of a new thing she's been doing. I guess after a few nights of Scarlett studying what we've been doing and watching me, because she watches me like a hawk, that dog. And she got up on the steps last night and looked over at me like, do you think that maybe I need some help? You know, my friend's cat did a commercial for Pet Steps, Lindsay. Yeah, I've had them for a very long time. I've had them from, oh my goodness, 20 years maybe. A dog that I had like 20 years ago needed them. That's why I have them. They've lasted that long. They're made like out of, you know, like step 2, like a little tyke slide. It's like that type of thing. They're very good quality. That I've had them that long. That's crazy. I know. I feel bad for her. She's really, she's always had a problem with her shoulder. So, since she was born, she's had a problem with her left leg and her shoulder. But anyway, Scarlett has decided that she could use a little help too. So she's decided that I need to help her too. These dogs are so smart sometimes. She must have been thinking, well, if you do it for her, why not me? I know. She must have been. She just stood there and looked at me. And then I swear she said to me, Diana, I swear she said, do you think that I could have some help? Maybe they are auditioning for a future foul bug. I don't know what they're auditioning for. Mine are homemade. It's an actual ramp. Oh, that's a good idea. They're pretty good with these, so they're kind of set in their ways. They're a little quirky, my dogs, you know? As aren't we all, right? I'm a quirk. You're a quirk. Yeah, so it's just kind of like a quirkiness that they have. All right, so there is that denim color again that I'm adding to this section. I feel like I'm actually going to get the hiccups again. I had the hiccups last night. you ever see people color like this? Does anybody color like this where you just make lines like that? I watched someone on a YouTube video and she said, this is the proper way to color. Just keep making lines up and down, up and down. I thought it was interesting that she decided that was it. Hey, Tanya. Tanya, have you seen, did you see the page I flipped through? Tanya has a few dogs in my next dog book, so that's exciting. Tanya had so many dogs, right, Tanya, that I had to say, Tanya, I have to stop. I have to only use so many. You know what it is? I want to make sure that I have enough room on the back cover to do a collage in all full color photos, so that they're not, so you don't need to pull out a magnifying glass to do it. But so I'm almost done with it. All the pages are drawn completely. I just need to ink them. I have to travel with the step stool, Lynn is saying. Beds are too high in many places. Yeah, they talk, right, Diana? I'm telling you, they do. They talk. We know it. You know that they do. They know what they're saying. We know what what's happening next. All right, let's see. We've got to add something to... Well, I guess I'll give him some, like, dark brown shoes because you don't want him to have, like, funky shoes. But he's wearing a sensible shoe today, this guy, with his brown, sensible shoe. Maybe the turkey was looking for a friend, but he's not going to find a friend in me, Alice. I'm sorry. I don't really want to be friends with them. I'm afraid that he would just, like, attack me. You know? There's some crazy animals around here, considering it's kind of like a city situation. But they just kind of like, they're like, hey, let's just hang with them. Let's go back to some chestnut. I'm going to put some chestnut in the background of this one, actually. I'll do like a heavy pressure and then move to light. But it really kind of does look brown, look reddish, but it says chestnut, so I'm going to go with what it says. All right, so here is just kind of like, there we go. That took a lot of concentration. Alice says, after it rains tonight, it will get cooler. You think? It rained here yesterday. Is it supposed to? I don't know if it's supposed to rain again. I'm not up on the weather today. I guess I could ask my friend Alexa, but... Did you hear about Alexa? Should I call her Big A? I better call her Big A. Yeah, I don't want to take a selfie with the turkey. He'd probably be biting me at the same time, Mary. You know? Did you hear about Big A in that Gabby Petito case? That they went to the parents' house of the boyfriend and they subpoenaed Big A. Go to court. Do you think that she's gonna sit on the witness stand and give her testimony? This is Rattlesnake. This is a good one. I could layer it with the light brown. Which one? This one right here? Are you talking about behind the gnome? Alice, this is Rattlesnake, which is, I don't know, Rattlesnake. You think that's kind of brown? It looks brown to me. I'm going to layer this with gold. And it's going to change a little bit. Amy says it rained here yesterday and it is cooler here. Yeah, it rained here yesterday too, but when I went outside earlier, it was not very cool. I have the air conditioner on right now. Am I ever going to turn the air conditioner off is my question. I feel like I may be running the air conditioner in like January when there's single-digit temperatures. No, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that, but I like how it kind of cleans the air. I feel like I'm congested if it's not on. I'm addicted to the air conditioner. Oh, all right. So I added gold on here. I like it. All right, so now I'm going to take this mustard color, I think. Mustard, not muster. Mustard color. And I'm going to add some of that chestnut on top of this. So I'll layer this. Because if you wanted to make the color brown, you would mix orange and green. Right? And then I'll take this color here. This is the chestnut color. I turned the furnace on. It's cool and damp weather here. Really? I'm not having to turn the furnace on yet. How about people that refuse to turn the furnace on? Do you do that? Well, obviously, maybe doesn't do that, but does anybody else do that? They're like, I'm holding out. Why? Why hold out? Usually Columbus Day weekend, I think it's cold enough to turn on the furnace. I mean, people like, you know, they feel like I'm going to just stick it out so that I don't have to put the furnace on. I don't understand why they do that. They have like a little competition with themselves as they're sitting there in a blanket, mittens, gloves, trying to eat hot soup. We had a very tropical summer this year. Lots of rain and humidity. We did. You're right, Mary. We certainly did. It was not good. Yeah, I know, right, Diana? First you heard of her? She was, do you think that they're going to put her on the witness stand? That would be hysterical, wouldn't it? And they could start asking her questions. That would be so funny. Yeah, see, Sharon has her air conditioner on, too. It's a little humid today. Very. I agree. It's tropical today. Do you feel like it's tropical to you, too, Mary? You know, it's funny because this is I mean, even for Mary, we're not like, we're not at the beach, right? We're not living like where we can see the ocean, but, you know, the ocean isn't that far away, especially here in Providence. I mean, sometimes you can smell the salt air. I don't know about you. Although I've been told that I can smell things that people cannot. So, I don't know. I'm the one that holds out, Dawn is saying. Are you really? I love it when it's like 40 degrees. That's a nice temperature to me. Oh my goodness. It hurts it gives me a headache. Breathing in cold air like that gives me a headache, Dawn. So 40 degrees is like your limit, and then after that you turn on the heat? Well, I would set the central air at 65 degrees. I would say that. Alice has the air conditioner on too. Yeah, I would definitely set the central air at 65 also. I want to get I don't have central air, but I want to get central air, but because I have radiators, I don't want to have to get like all the duct work and everything because it would be outrageously expensive. So I want to get one of those mini splits. Does anyone have one of those? Tanya, I didn't know you were in Spain. That is very cool. Oh, 74 is too hot for me. I'm always told it's freezing in my house anyway, so. But I would rather have a sweatshirt on or a long sleeves on, like Marianne saying I wear sweatshirts when it's warm. You're my mom. You're like my mom. My mom always has a sweatshirt on when it's warm. Yesterday, I think she had she'll have like a sweatshirt on, and a sweatshirt jacket on top of it. I'm gonna give this girl these lines of color so that it kind of creates a little bit of a texture, I guess, in her dress. Well, you know, when people want to just kind of like put something on, like they always want to be warmed up like that, is it because they have a lower body temperature? That's what it's reminding me. Well, that is very cool, Tanya. Thank you so much for watching from Spain. I don't think I've ever had anyone watching from Spain before. One day there was like seven countries represented during a live color along. There used to be somebody that watched from China all the time. And then Pauline King, who I haven't seen in a while actually, who's from Italy, used to watch all the time. But I haven't even seen her comment in the coloring group. So Dawn is saying, no, not me. My body temperature is very high. So if you took your temperature, that's what I was wondering. Not that I want to get like deep and like, you know, up close and personal here. But if you were to take your temperature, does it mean that it's higher? Like your average body temperature? Does that why maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why it is, right? You don't have to tell us, Dawn. But Dawn's saying, I do not have heat in my bedroom, and when it is like 24 degrees, I will have the window open in the bedroom. Well, I don't have the radiator on in my bedroom, actually. So, yeah, I get it. I don't have the heat on. Last winter, I did keep the air conditioner on in my bedroom from very cold, very, very, very cold. I actually had the heat on in the house, and I had the air conditioner on in one room. I never thought I would be that person, but I think I am. I just like being cozy with the sweatshirts with hoods all year long, Marianne is saying. I don't blame you. They are very comfortable. Once you get used to that coziness, right? I feel like that about long sleeves. I don't care what time of year it is. I don't care how hot it is. I want long sleeves on. I mean, today I have a sweater on. Excuse the dog hair on my sleeves, but can you tell I have a white dog? Crazy, huh? Alice says, I think the older we get, the colder we feel. If you look at older people, they always say they're cold. Well, yeah, that is very true. Very true. I know that sometimes, like, some of my family will come over to my house and they're like, it's so hot. I remember my grandmother used to have her heat on like 86 or something crazy. And we were all like, oh my God, it's so hot in here. But I guess I can understand that now. All right, what are we going to do to this woman's face? I'm going to do it with a little bit of yellow. I mean, this angel's face. A little bit of yellow, and then I'm going to mix it with some brown to get that brownish tone to it, because our color scheme today is just blue and yellow, blue and brown. Right? Marianne says, my sister is always sweating and thinks I'm crazy to wear sweatshirts all year, even to bed. Yeah, I don't know if I'd wear it. But I do have a lot of blankets on my bed, so. What are your favorite sweatshirts, Marianne? I love a Tech Gear sweatshirt from Kohl's, actually. All right, should I do anything to the background, to this back section? I guess I should, right? I'm going to use this rattlesnake color, even though it's kind of like an orangey color. I just want to see, yeah, this way it'll just kind of make it pop. Maybe go over it with that gold like I did behind the gnome. I can't sleep if I'm cold, Lynn is saying. Yeah, I can't sleep if I'm hot. But I can't sleep if I'm cold either. But I just want it to be the perfect temperature. Goldilocks, right? Tanya says, we normally only have rain in December and January, and 3 days in September and 3 days in March. Really? Wow. Dawn says, I don't know. The older I get, the warmer I feel. Older people always, this is an interesting conversation today, isn't it? It's always like a weird conversation at a color along. I mean, not weird, but it's always like a surprise. Isn't it? Bonnie says, older people always wear sweaters. I actually just bought a really cool sweater on Amazon just recently. It's very nice. Very comfortable, very cozy. Alice is saying, Alice, I'm laughing. Alice is saying, Dawn, that's called menopause. Do you think that's what the problem is, Dawn? I don't know. I don't usually get hot flashes. Some people don't get them. I think it depends. Thank you very much, Bonnie Hughes. Diana says it's 77 and I only have a ceiling fan and I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not that cold in my house. The air conditioner is on. I mean, I do have a t-shirt and a sweater on. So, my kids' colleges are on my sweatshirts and leg warmers. Oh, that's a good idea. That's right, you wear leg warmers. You turned me on to leg warmers, actually. Because my legs, the bottom of my legs are always, always freezing. So I've been wearing leg warmers the past couple of years. But I don't have them on, like, unless it's really, really, really cold. Lynn says, fleece jackets are in every room. Me too. I love those tech gear sweatshirts, although I can't wear them unless it's very cold outside. I love them. How about how they have the little, they have a lot of new colors this year too, Sharon. How about how they have the little thumb hole? What do you about that? Dawn's giving us the dirt here. I have been in perimenopause since my late 30s and I'm in full menopause and on hormone patches at this time. Well, then maybe that's why you're hot, Dawn. Or maybe you never got hot flashes, Lynn? This is like a, I don't know, a gathering of the symptoms. I did for a little while, but not that, they didn't last very long. You know how people say, oh my God, it's like all day long, right? But then again, what am I saying, right? How could that be? I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's tough when you're only 30. Can't even say that with a straight face. Hot flashes are the worst, Sharon is saying. I've got the AC on, capris and a t-shirt. Oh no, I have like full knee socks, pants, t-shirt, sweater, AC on. I'm not a person that even likes to wear shorts, though. So, there's shorts wearer people in here. We never have snow or freeze here in Spain, Tanya's talking about. Wow. Well, we need to come to Spain. You never have snow? Wait a minute. I've got to get Spain in my head on the map of the world and see. Well, yeah, I guess that would make sense, wouldn't it? I started taking black cohash for hot flashes, Bonnie Hughes is telling us, and it seems to be helping. Yeah, I've heard that. I've never had to take any of that. I don't know. I think that some people that, well, I don't know. It's different for everybody, right? About hot flashes. Who knows? I mean, sometimes I'll get like, yeah, I still don't really think I get full hot flashes. So who knows? Diana is saying, I just took my Anne Manera sweatshirts out of storage today and I'm going to get them washed and ready. That's right. I have sweatshirts on Amazon. Thank you, Diana, for the remind. I'll have to create some new ones. Maybe I should create some with my crazy sayings, like things in real life do not have blue lines around them. I mean, things in real life do not have outlines, right? What else do I say? The last one. I could have a sweatshirt that says the last one. And then everyone would be like, what? Mine are all day long, Dawn is saying, and horrible. I sweat profusely and cannot get cool fast enough. I'm constantly like in a drenched sweat, but it wasn't from that. Like constantly feel like I'm drenched. But it's not from that. It was from something else. I would love to be where there is no S. Really? No, you wouldn't. It's exciting. Why don't you like it, Sharon? I don't know if I've ever really learned why you don't like it. All right, we have a couple of minutes. I'm gonna ink a page. Ink a page. 5 hours more to the north of the Pyrenees Mountains. A lot of snow every winter. Marianne says, I have the community sweatshirt with everyone's pictures. Oh, that's right. Remember when we did that? Remember when they did, remember when we did the sweatshirt? That was cool. I'm going to ink a page here. They're already drawn. We've got, let's see if it's anybody that's here. Well, this one cracks me up, actually, because this dog's name is Gidget. So let's do Gidget. All right, so Alice says, my mom used to get in the car, and she would have a hot flash and steam up the window next to her. Oh, my goodness. Really? You had hot flashes in your 50s? Yeah, I don't know what it is. Isn't it crazy how it's just always different for everybody? So when they say to you, you know, the people in the medical field, well, they know that's how it's supposed to be, you know. It's different for everybody. All right, so this guy is named Gidget. Oh, it's a girl. Give her little legs here, behind, to the behind. And I'm going to make sure I give her a tail. Sometimes I forget the tail. I don't know why. And then I start inking it, and it's like, oh yeah, that's right, the tail. And this one is called Rufus. With his little tongue sticking out. Because when we had that... Oh, all right. Sharon's telling us why she hates snow. Because when we had that blizzard in 1978, I got stuck in traffic, left work at 1 p.m., and didn't get home until 4:30 p.m. without my car. Well, yeah, I remember that blizzard. That was pretty bad. And you still remember that, Sharon? Like, that still really kind of like is... That's it. I'm surprised you continued living here. Because I would leave. If that was me. Don't like snow, Diana says. Had it maybe 3 times in my life. No, thank you. Yeah, lots of blizzards in 1978. How about 2015? There was a lot of snow in that year, too. Wasn't there? I'll give a little tongue sticking out on this one, too. And then we'll give it a little bit of a... This is Sherry Likely's dog, Sandy, and Rufus. This is Sandy, and this is Rufus. Have to do a lot of pivoting for this. It was the most traumatic day of my life. That was pretty bad. I do agree with you. We had snow every year in Belgium. Really? When my son moved to Florida, Marianne is saying, he gave me all his sweatshirts, Timberland and Mets. Sharon's saying, I couldn't leave because my whole family is here. Well, I get that. Well, driving in it can be a pain in the neck. How about that snowstorm a few years back, Sharon? Remember that one? Where some kids... It was in this area. Some kids got stuck. It was an unexpected storm. That kind of reminds me of the blizzard of 78, actually. Remember, it was an unexpected storm or something, or how it piled up was unexpected, and people were stranded. Kids on school buses didn't get home until, like, I don't know, like 11. Remember that? That was really bad. Oh, I forgot to put the ground here. Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute. Whew. Forgot something. Sharon's, I couldn't leave because my family... I catch up with the comments here. I moved to Atlanta because of the snowstorms in 78. Did you, Lynn? Yeah, that was pretty crazy, right? That was pretty bad. Dawn says, yes, there was in 2015, 2000, as I'm saying it. 2015, we had at least 20 deer camping out in our backyard and eating of the fir trees and laying underneath because there was so much snow. Yeah, we had a lot of snow. It was like a blizzard every Monday. Every Monday we had a blizzard. You know, that year kind of got to me, to be honest with you. I never felt panicky. Like, I've never felt like panicky because of a storm. Like a snowstorm or like a hurricane or any type of thing like that. But that year, for some reason, I was like, I think that was the year that I said, I'm not watching the news anymore. Because they were just making so much of a big deal about everything. It was like, that's when they started calling like the snowstorm Snowmageddon, like, was it Snowmageddon? Like Armageddon? I mean, how much are we going to actually get that you're going to call it that? We're not going to get 8 feet of snow. Not in my area anyway. That year kind of got to me. It was a lot of work. I got to figure out what else to do this year for the snow removal. You know, I think that's the worst part of all of it. I need a heated driveway is what I need. Or a big giant umbrella over my house. Right? Yes, I remember that, Sharon says. I was safe and sound at home. 78 cured me of ever going out in S. Yeah. I do drive in it, though. I don't mind driving in it. It doesn't really bother me. But one time long ago, I don't know, remember what year it was. It was way after 1978. It was probably like in the 90s or so. I was I'm not working. I was somewhere where I had gone somewhere that was about an hour and a half, no, 45 minutes from me. It was a 45-minute drive. And then when I had to come home, it was, it took me 2.5 hours to get home because of the snowstorm. I think they had closed part of the highway for a while, so I had to go on some back roads. And I remember stopping at a convenience store for a while several times. I stopped several times to clean off my car, actually. But that was pretty bad. That was a bad ride all by yourself. It was a white knuckler, as they say, right? 78 snowstorm, Marianne is saying, I was quite pregnant. 78 snowstorm, I was in the 8th grade. I think I was in the 8th grade. I do remember getting stuck on the school bus, and the bus wasn't going to make the hill. Behind the dog, far right. All right. This is the right. Far right. What am I missing? Oh, right here. Thank you. I see it now. Thank you. 1993 was another big snowstorm on March 13th. How about there was another snowstorm in 1997 on April 1st, April Fool's Day. That was a bad one. I remember where I was living at the time, they never plowed the street. So we were trapped. That was a little crazy. In Europe, Tanya's saying it was 76, a very bad snow year. My mom was pregnant of me, and she was always told that it was a horrible year. I wonder what it's going to be like this year. I'm thinking November 15th here will be the first snowstorm. At that point, if I'm right, Sharon and I are going to have a snowball fight. 1993 are okay. And behind the dog on the right. I'm trying to catch up to the comments here. Yeah, 2015 was bad here. And that's when I said, I remember painting every night. Like, every night through the winter. Because it was just so, like, constant blizzard. It was the Monday blizzard. Like another blizzard. I remember spending a lot of money that year on snow removal. That was a bad one. That was not fun. I'm going to change what's at the top there because I'm not sure if I like those little circles like that. Sometimes I change it when I finally get to the ink. All right, so we've completed another page. I think this is our second page, right? This is our second week from, hey, thanks for joining me today, Mary. I hope to see you soon. Have a great day. So today was second color along from volume 17 color along book. So we meet again next week, which is September 30th. And somebody tell me what the topic is next week. Let me see. I gotta look. Next week's topic is markers, and we're doing a page that's a little more complicated. So we'll be working with markers. And I'll be working on this Dogs and Puppies book over the weekend. Hopefully I will have it finished over the next couple of days. And stay tuned for the release of it, because it's going to be a lot of fun. But I appreciate you joining me today, as always, taking time out of your day to hang with us. We learned a lot today about filled a lot of time today talking about hot flashes and snow and air conditioning and temperatures and heat and, all the good stuff. Tanya says, I filled every evening in the winter 20 years ago with drawing mandalas in Belgium, more than 2,000 in total. Oh my goodness! You drew 2,000. What did you do with them? We would love to see them. You need to post them in the Just Color Coloring group. That would be awesome. Show us them. Hey, thanks for joining me today, Chris. All right, I'm going to let everyone go, and hope you have a great day today, and stay cool and stay away from the snow, right? Imagine if it snowed today after all of this chatter about snow. Sharon would be like, I'm coming for you. That's what she would say to me. She would be blaming on me. All right. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great day, and I will see everyone next week. See ya.